What's up, YouTube? What's up, Raider Nation? It's your boy, Mr. Ready Kid here. Round one of the NFL draft is almost in the books. There's about 4 picks left. And cheers to everybody for draft day. Virtual draft, first one of many. Just kidding. I hope not. First one in history books, and hopefully the last one. We won't have to do this again. That's it. It's over. Raiders night is done unless for some reason they trade back in. But let's talk about it real quick. Let's talk about the first round. 2 selections for the Raiders, 12 and 19. Myself, I was hoping for, of course, a receiver with one of those picks, and then a defensive player at 19 or 12, whatever, whoever was, of course, best available at that time. And at 12, all the elite receivers in the class were all there. And so the Raiders had a choice, and they went with Henry Ruggs from Alabama. And I was hoping for CeeDee Lamb. I liked his length. I liked his size. But Ruggs, man, ran a 4.2. This guy is fast. This guy is super fast. And it just screams Al Davis. Of course, everyone wants to throw that out, talk about Al Davis. Excuse me. I'm not mad at it. It was either going to be Judy, Ruggs, or Lamb, and I think Ruggs is a good pick. I don't think it was a reach necessarily. Maybe there was a better receiver on the board available, but Ruggs, regardless, is still a good pick. Lamb ended up going to the Cowboys, and Judy ended up going to the Broncos. So we are going to still be seeing a lot of Judy a lot is coming up soon. And then at 19, I was hoping the Raiders would trade back because it seemed like some of the players that were best available would probably still be there a little bit later down in the first round, or who knows, even in the second. And they went, and all the corners had gotten picked up. All the really good corners had gotten picked up by this time. And they went with Damon Arnett, cornerback out of Ohio State. I did not see this come in like everyone else. This is kind of a reach as far as the name goes. The analysts were saying that they had him in the late second round, early second round, by one of those two, sometimes even third. One person was talking about. But this guy, the tape is solid. Bucky Brooks was talking about Damon Arnett, saying his tape is solid. The guy only gave up 1 touchdown in his collegiate career and played with a broken hand for 3 of the 4 seasons, or something like that, 3 of the 4. Little bit of a reach. Hoping maybe we could have traded back and picked up 4 more picks, but you know what? We got a cornerback, and we needed defensive help. Kenneth Murray was there, Patrick Queen was there at linebacker, but if you really look at our linebackers right now, we did add some guys, and it seems like we'll roll through with what we have right now. Who knows what we do in day 2 tomorrow? But as far as needs and what coming into the draft and what we really needed wide receiver, and then the complementary, we needed a cornerback. And I think we got those guys, and I think they'll plug in and play just fine. Hopefully we see a lot more of Tavon Mullen becoming that guy as a number 1 corner, and hopefully this Damon Arnett guy, lives up to the hype. Our draft gear came out too. Our draft gear finally was released. I'm sure you guys will probably see that, and I know I'm pretty excited for that. I'm actually looking forward to buying some gear. I know I probably said in the past that I wasn't going to buy any Las Vegas gear, but I don't know. At this rate, I just want new Raider gear, and some of it looks pretty bitchin', so I want some new shit. So draft's almost over for night 1, for round 1. It's a pretty crazy time to be living in, but it feels good to get this little bit of taste of sports, man, even with all this going on. I hope baseball comes back. I hope they figure out what to do with basketball, because it should be playoff time right now. We're heading into May. So we'll see what the Raiders do in day 2. I believe we have 3 picks in the 3rd round. So that would be 3 picks tomorrow, 3 picks for tomorrow, and maybe we'll see what we can address at that point. We probably still need linebacker help. safety help. Um, we could even double dip in receiver again. I wouldn't be surprised, or running back, and I don't think we dip into running back until later in the rounds. I wouldn't be surprised if we picked up a running back later in like 5th round or whatever last selection. Offensive tackles, offensive linemen, if there's any there, or defensive linemen. We can go anywhere at this point. I don't see a glaring need right now. I think all the players we picked up in free agency, and these two guys right now, if you put everyone together, I think you just need to see how this plays out, how this works. Derek Carr is your starting quarterback, whether you like him or not. Offensive line is although Gabe Jackson has been shopped, he had a bad year last year. The offensive line is solid in that very least. You got Josh Jacobs. You got Tyler Williams, who hopefully will be healthy. Hunter Renfrow. Now you got Ruggs to throw in there. Again, maybe double dip in another receiver in the 3rd round. That wouldn't be a bad idea. Nelson Aguilar, you just signed. And our tight end situation is perfectly fine. I don't think you even need to go there unless you do, because Jason Witten obviously is a veteran. But you still have Moreau, and then you have Darren Waller, who you just re-signed. So offensively, cool. I think you double dip in receiver, which would be pretty dope. Defensively, you can definitely just use better depth, maybe another safety and cornerback, or just defensive back in general. Linebacker help, defensive line. The defense needs the most help right now. I think the offense can do with what it has now. I think we have that speed guy that can open up the playbook. Although we're not known as throwing deep, I think with a guy like Ruggs who could spread it out, which Antonio Brown was supposed to do for that offense, it could open lanes and create more opportunities for other players to make plays and just get open and score touchdowns. At the end of the day, that's our goal. Score touchdowns and not allow any touchdowns. And I think Patrick Queen just got picked up by the Ravens, if I'm not mistaken. So he went 28th. So like I said, probably a reach on Arnett. I hope he can get plugged in and get in there. But I'm not. I wouldn't say I'm disappointed. I'm not disappointed. Maybe a little bit of reach in the 2nd pick. Maybe if I'm disappointed, I was hoping that we trade back, but that's not a big deal. We got 2 new players. Both play at a high level. Both played at really big schools, Ohio State, Alabama, of course. And I'm really excited. I'm really excited just to even get started now. It's only round 1 for this season to go. So let me know what you guys think in the comments below. I'm pretty sure a lot of you are pissed. I've seen a lot of mixed reactions. I'm sure I'm going to see a lot of reach, which is fine. We probably did reach a little bit. Didn't take the best player available at the time of each pick. But we definitely went with our guys. Kind of like last year, Cleveland Farrell. At 4, a lot of us were surprised. And then Jonathan Abram. But look at Jonathan Abram became a star just by his mouth and a couple hard hits against the Broncos in the first half. So that's it for me. We'll talk a little bit more throughout the weekend, see what the rest of the draft looks like. Leave your comments down below. Raider Nation, Sin City, round 2 tomorrow. See you guys.